Hello, my name is Saray Gómez, and it's a pleasure to me present this final project titled Translation of the Educational Material for Volunteers in the Area of Igle Kids from Spanish to English, belonging to the Asociación Civil Iglesia Cristiana Casa de Dios Betel, Lechería, Anzoátegui State. In the following slide, we can see every one of the topics that we are going to talk about in this opportunity, such as company description, geographical location, general chart, departmental chart, identification of the need, objectives, activity plan, activity descriptions, relation between the internship and occupational profile, theoretical and practical knowledge acquired in the internship, execution, conclusions, and the last one, recommendations. The first one, company description. The Asociación Civil Iglesia Cristiana Casa de Dios Betel is located in Lechería City, Venezuela. It helps to restore the values of the society through the Word of God and social activities to produce a goodness in the citizens who dwell in the streets such as Urbaneja, Simón Bolívar, Antonio Sotillo, and others. The next one, geographical location. Here is represented the Lechería City, and right there, marked in a red point, is located the Asociación Civil Iglesia Cristiana Casa de Dios. Here we have the general chart. It helps to know how is organized the church inside. First, we have the senior pastor who is in charge of every person here. Mission, vision, activities, encounters, and many other things start by him. The second, legal accessory and auditory, and the pastoral team who carry out activities inside the church. We have 4 branches. First, human resources and administration, ministries that is separated by nets. It depends of their ages or needs. For example, we have families, women, youth, teenagers, and just married. The service areas are the activities inside the church. For example, Igle Kids, that is an area where the kids are attended by volunteers during the service every weekend. Then we have social goodness that is carry out the social activities. For example, carry toys to the orphans or food to the old people. Consolidation, Leader Academy, who is in charge to capacitate people to attend the nets. Volunteers who support the service areas and Igle Kids. Audiovisual, photography, musical part, and intercession. The last one, general operations, that is conform bad communications and staff. Here we have the departmental chart, and we start again with the senior pastor, legal accessory and auditory, pastoral team, conformed by general operations and staff, communication, community manager, and website team. Identification of need or the problem. In Venezuela exists a high average of institutions and organizations that consider very important translate their material. But why is important this? Well, if they want to reach more people, not only Spanish speakers, they have to look for a translator or translated documents that has the activities for this. So they want to reach English speakers population too, in this case. We have objectives, but in these objectives, to realize this work, we have a main objective or general. In this case of the Asociación Civil Iglesia Cristiana Casa de Dios, the first objective is translate educational material for kids in this area, specifically Igle kids, from Spanish to English belonging to this association. The specific objectives are: first, analyze this educational material; second, determine the correct method and technique to carry out the translation; and third one, translate to Spanish language to English language these documents. So to carry out this translation is necessary an activity plan, and we got here the activity plan. The activities that were carried out in this period of 8 weeks were conformed by introduction to the workers, second, receiving of the educational material, third, translation of the educational material, and fourth, the observations for part of the association or the team. Now we have the description of every activities that was carried out in the 8 weeks. So this activity started on June 8 and finished the July 31. So I started with the introduction to the workers and instructions to carry out the translation. Then, gathering of educational material to translate. The rest of the weeks were the translation, the classes, and the check. After every translation came the check of the class or the check of the documents. So, in the last week, 8 week, July 31, the observation of the word thing were the context, for example, the dynamic of the teachers in the classroom, vocabulary for the kids, and that be understandable for teachers and students. Depend. Now, relation between the internship with the occupational profile. The activities carried out in this period of internship were very related with the knowledge that I acquired throughout all this English course. For example, in the grammar part, how to build in a correct way sentences, verbal tenses, past, future, simple present, simple past, etc. Vocabulary, for example, I acquire knowledge in translation 1, 2, and 3. For example, if the translation is scientific, legal, or in this case, educational material. So, the knowledge acquired in classes such as reading skills and compositional style were very important to make a right sense in the documents. Now, practical and theoretical knowledge acquired during the internship. In the execution of the translation of this educational material was important because it helps me to reinforce the knowledge acquired in the course, for example, writing, composition and style to give the right sense to the documents. And another knowledge that I acquired was religious vocabulary, context, how to teach the Word of God for kids. It has to be easy and understandable for teachers and students. Now, I have some pictures about the execution of this material. For example, we have the forehead. I translate the main idea, main statement, the title of the class, activity to start, the welcome, etc. Was translated to English. Another pictures about the translation. Pricing time, I translate the prayers, activities, dynamics, and many other things at the moment of carry out the activity in the classroom. The conclusions. The work in the Asociación Civil Iglesia Cristiana Casa de Dios Betel was a nice experience for me because I learned or I acquired knowledge such as biblical context, religious vocabulary. I learned how to teach the Word of God for kids. It is not the same for a old person. And I learned about the Word of God and how to translate stories for kids. That's important, the stories. I have here the recommendations for the company. The first one, I recommend that all the music and dynamics be translated to English. I recommend too that all the visual material be translated. The billboards, stickers, biblical verse, slides should be in English for these kids. I recommend that they have to capacitate human bilingual resource in this area to attend the kids in any cases. And the last one, I recommend that they have to organize a special space to attend just these kids. That's all. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you. Thank you.